Okay, let's go live on, let me see here. We're going to go live, yep, on Zoom. Here we go. Come on, Zoom. There we go. I think we're out there. We may be already out there. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, everybody. How are you? We're not 100% today because we're not 100% well from anything. So, anyway, and not a lot of people are joining us yet. That's the part I don't understand. But what the hell? I assume they know we're on. We put up a note saying we were going to be on. And all we're joined by here are, let's see here, four people, is it? Yeah. Here comes Len, and here comes Paul Levin, and there's Mark Thorner. And let's see here. And where else are we? Oh, yeah, and there's Edward Berger.
That's right.
Good. I don't know where everybody is today.
You have something wrong with the thing on Facebook.
Your link is fouled up.
Yeah,
My link on Facebook is fouled up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is not working.
Yeah, it says the wrong meeting ID.
Wrong meeting ID.
Yeah.
This is weird. Well, hold on a second. Live
Weird,
stream.
wild stuff.
The meeting reached. Oh no! Stop live stream. It's live streaming.
Yeah, we're all on the old one from last week, I think, or whatever. So
Oh, okay. Well, admit Brian Neary. He'll be able to explain something here. Let's see here. What's the problem, Brian? Did you get us okay?
Yes.
Yes, and we are up on Facebook.
did you click on
right?
the new Facebook link, Brian? The one he just put up?
No, I just used my old one.
Yeah, same. Yeah. The
Use
new
the
one's
old-
not working.
The old one isn't working.
No, the
No,
new
I
one.
used the old
you
one.
just put-
What new one? There isn't a new one.
Well, whatever you put up yesterday is not working.
Oh, really? Well, let me see here.
See,
What I put up yesterday. Let me see here on the Facebook page.
It's got a meeting ID of 500 or something. The real one's 509 or something the other way around.
5009. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. That one's working, right?
Yes, that's the one I
Yes.
used.
I don't know what went up yesterday.
Sorry, I can't get in.
You can't get in, dear. My wife is having a problem.
Hi.
Let me
Hi,
see.
Marjorie. How you
Sign
feeling?
in.
Hi.
Next. Next. Face. Okay. Look at your face. Camera is covered. Let's see. Face.
We'll
not
put some
recognized.
entertainment on while we're waiting.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, right.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Sign in.
I never had
Next.
A lot of
Here we don't recognize your face because your
That's not
face
Go
is
back to your thing.
no. Oh boy.
See,
And
you
we got
take
a
a vacation and see what happens.
Let me see
Jeez.
here. Let me
The
admit
whole
these
operation
people too.
falls apart.
What?
We started here,
You started there. Okay.
here.
Video meeting. Okay. What? Zoom may not be supported by your browser.
Jesus.
Why don't you just stand here during the show? And
Yeah.
let me see here. No, I'll fix it somehow.
Hey, Alex,
Show.
the invite that you sent in Facebook
Do your
doesn't,
thing.
doesn't work.
No, it says
I-
invalid link. Or
I had to
something.
go all the way back to a previous one to get this,
Yeah.
to get into the meeting.
Well, let me see what that was all about. Let me see here.
I think there's just
Oh, I see what the problem was. Okay, hold on. Copy. And then we will go over to, let me see, copy. Where do I want to copy it to? Here we go. Here. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okay, I know what the problem was. I've been sick, so I've been not doing the right things by stuff. And in this case, I was one letter short, one number short there of our iCloud meeting. So let me do this, And I'm going to paste. And now I'm putting it up there. Okay, now. See, part of the problem was I was, here we go. I keep, Francine Witt, try it again. Okay. I will get rid of this one. Okay. Remove, move the trash. There we go. Move the old one to trash. And now try again. Try the new one. I can't even type anymore. Try the new one. Okay, all right. We have
the nude one.
try the new.
Try the nude one.
the new one. Well, it doesn't matter. She can understand that.
Try the nude one.
Okay, then the new one should be right, guys? Have you tried it?
Oh, because we're already here.
Oh yeah, yeah. But have you tried to look at it? Oh well. Anyway. Oh, here comes Marjorie. Admit Scott Boddicker. There we go. Now we're starting to get our people.
That's better.
See. All right. Well, all it was I was one last night when I cut and pasted it. I was one number short. Oh boy.
Will you catch us up? You were sick. Was Marjorie sick? What's going on?
It's hard to explain what went on, but why don't you tell them, Marjorie?
It's hard to talk.
Uh,
We went out to California. Alex did his thing, and then we both got sick. And we came back and
Yeah, it was really strange. We went out there, and we went out. We stayed with two people. I won't say who right now. And we stayed with two people, and she's a doctor, and she came home from work the first day sick.
oh shit.
And gave it to you.
And gave it to us. But I didn't get it. I really didn't get as sick as Marjorie. Marjorie wound up with pneumonia.
I don't think it was pneumonia, Alex.
She said it was pneumonia. She's a doctor. What do you
didn't
want?
know.
Well, she's the doctor who gave it to us, so I don't know that. Anyway, she said Marjorie had pneumonia. She gave her antibiotics for it. Marjorie's still a little bit sick. I'm just tired all the time. That's all it is now. And I have a little bit of a
See my
cough.
regular doctor tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a cough and so on. But anyway.
So basically, we need to blame Len for this bullshit, huh?
Yes, it's all your fault, Len.
That bastard.
It was worth every minute of it.
Well, he did a wonderful job. Can I say that? Applause.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Did a wonderful job of producing the show, of getting me out to California. Wonderful arrangements on the plane. Wheelchair there to meet us,
Your car service home was good.
Car service coming home was perfect. It was there. It was waiting for us.
Beautiful.
And we came home okay. But the thing was, okay, here's what happened with me. All right. So we come home and I start getting sick from Marjorie. All right. Because you can't sleep next to somebody all night and not get something. But I'm not as sick as she is. And the person we were staying with, the guy, was one of the performers on our show. He was sick, but just a little bit more than I was. But Marjorie was way sick because she spent a whole day in a car with the sick woman.
You didn't even make the second show, Marjorie.
Marjorie had to give up after the first show. She had to go home. She was not feeling well.
Right.
And then I finished the second show, and boy, I was exhausted after the
You
second
were
show.
exhausted after that show.
Yeah. But, come on. I'm 86 years old. I don't do
Did
those
you
shows.
see?
Hmm?
Did you see the love in that room, though? I am telling you right
Well,
now.
it was enough to invigorate me. There's no question about it. I felt just wonderful.
A standing ovation when you walked out on that stage.
Really?
And just
How nice.
it was fabulous.
It was great.
And did you say I got a standing ovation at the Live 105 thing too, Marjorie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing
Wow.
a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. We did a thing on for people who are not familiar with the situation, we did a thing on was it
Thursday,
Friday,
Friday.
which was the Live 105 Legendary Station of the Year thing at the what do you call it?
Something in Alameda. Yeah.
It's called the Bay
Radio
Area
Hall of
Broadcast
Fame?
Hall of Fame or Bay Area Broadcast Museum or whatever. But they decided to hold this thing making Live 105 the legendary station. I found out later the reason why they did it at that specific time is they found out I was doing a show and that I would be in San Francisco.
Oh, no kidding.
I didn't
Oh.
realize that until I was told it at the show.
Huh.
That they were going to do it on another day or something like that. And then when they heard I was coming in, they moved the date to that day.
Nice.
And so I could go to that show. Well, that was wonderful in and of itself. You know, I got a lot of recognition for stuff that I never ever took credit for because I didn't want to get people to think I was bragging or whatever. Okay. Like I always said that privately, that the reason that Live 105 came into existence was because I went to work at the station and they wanted a format that would fit me.
Mm.
And I kind of always felt that. And I kind of knew that because I was kind of told that at the time. Hey, I think we got a format for you that'll work, okay? So anyway, I always kind of felt that, but people got up and said it. The general manager of the station, the program director of the station, and so on. And that made me feel real good because I felt a certain recognition that I don't feel I had gotten at the time. And so I was very happy with it. It was a very nice night. And I met a lot of people that I hadn't seen in years. And anybody here was there? No. None of you guys weren't
Me.
there. You were there. Well, what do you matter?
now you know what you're married to there. That you got somebody that is well loved and remembered.
She had no
fondly.
idea of my Bay Area popularity. She knew
That's
knew
right.
I was popular in the Bay Area because I kept telling her. You know?
Right.
But she
Right.
never actually realized it. All she knew was like this and maybe the radio shows that I've done here for Sirius XM and so on. But she never knew about that element of my fame. And I went back
Yeah.
to San Francisco and I got on stage, which she had never seen before.
Right.
And she saw my stage persona, and you were kind of proud of it, weren't you, Marjorie?
Absolutely.
Yeah, until she got
You did.
sick.
You did a great job. You were just exactly the way you were back in the 80s on the radio and able to talk to those guys just like back. It was wonderful.
I have photographs, however, of me on stage, and I look like an old man up there.
No, you don't.
You know, well,
You're old
no,
man.
Now, those are only
86.
those are still pictures. Then I saw some video of me, and it was a little better. You know,
It's not. It was not bad at all. It wasn't.
you know. But the love in the room was just amazing. I never
Yeah.
realized up until this last weekend that I had the kind of popularity and love that people felt for that show.
That's wonderful.
And to realize it and suddenly realize it, you know, I used to have a guy I used to think the world of on radio. He was my hero. His name was Don Sherwood. And he was like this big radio star in San Francisco, so big that when you walk down the street on any given weekday, out of every window in San Francisco, you'd hear his radio show. You know, that's how popular the guy was. And I hope that one day I could be as kind of popular as that, or at least give the kind of love he got. And I never realized that I had done it. And now the other day I realized it, you know.
Well,
I'm
you
not
know, you were
bragging here,
on the
I'm just-
radio.
Hmm?
No, but you were on the radio when you were on the radio, so you weren't hearing yourself being listened to, number one. And number two is the breakfast with Bennett's and the supper with Schmorsman thing should have shown you, hey, I can sell these things out in a couple of hours. I'm a popular guy.
Yeah, but I'm living that popularity at that moment, you know, and
Yeah,
it's
understood.
I don't understand the full nature of it, you know. I
This is
figured,
30
here
years.
is my thinking about doing a show, and Len will back me up on this because he had to fight me tooth and nail through most of this. I told him that I didn't think after 29 years anybody gave a crap. You know,
Yeah.
29 years is a long time. You know,
Yeah.
hey, it's at least almost a third of my life.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
were a
And we
really
sold
big
out the first show in 9 days or 7 days, and the second show in 9 days or 10 days. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And we sold both of them out, didn't we? I had a
Completely.
dream where you told me we didn't sell the second one out, that we were a couple of short or something like that. You
Every
found out, this
single
is funny,
single.
he found out there was one ticket short of a sellout on the second show, and he offered to buy the ticket. And when he went to go buy it, it was sold out.
God.
Jeez.
It was gone. So that was good. No, we you know, could we have sold out a third? I don't know. You know,
Well,
Did you have fun on the stage?
One quickly, one second, Paul. I've already gotten requests for another show, so let's just people talking about saying, hey, we could probably fill 1,300 seats in Redwood City. We'll talk about that at some time. But
oh boy,
sorry,
I don't know.
Paula.
I don't know if I have the energy. You know, I mean, I completely spent myself on that show.
You were an absolutely exhausted when you were done. Completely.
I mean, you got
Surprised
to
you're still
admit, I'm a
standing.
trooper, right?
Amazing. Amazing. And all those people were clamoring to just touch you or see you or talk to you for
Yeah.
10 seconds. It was crazy.
Well, when I
There was
would
one
get,
point where I was standing behind you to hold you up because people kept bumping into you. You're going to fall over.
well, when I got off stage, I kind of walked out into the audience, because if I'm
Yeah.
going to feel the love, I want to get more of it, you know. And I'm walking out there, and I want to go over in the first show to see Marjorie, and to get from backstage to Marjorie took me like 20 minutes because I had to talk to people. So many were stopping me along the way and taking selfies and, you know,
Yep.
shaking my hand.
Yep.
By the way, shaking hands, I have arthritis in this hand.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't hurt a lot, but it hurts some. After 2 days of shaking hands, I could not use this hand.
Wow.
You know,
Let's see the other side. Has it got marks on it? like you're shaking it?
actually, I found if you go into the dark here, there's a black and blue mark right about here from my cane,
Wow.
from the cane.
Oh,
So, or it might be
yeah.
from the shaking hands. I don't know. You know, it could have been one or the
Mhm.
other. But anyway, so we had it was a very reaffirming time for me to know that this was how people felt about me, you know, and that I had made some kind of I'd done something, it made an impression on their lives in some way, and that isn't what I set out to do. What I set out to do was to have a fun morning radio show that people really enjoyed. But anyway,
Sure.
I think Mike Chisholm is going to make it this time. He keeps
And
trying to
Paul,
get on.
Paul, I'm sorry, I cut you off a few minutes ago. I don't know what you were saying, but
No, I was my question's
you're-
been answered. It was the question I had was did you have fun on the stage? And it sounds
Mm.
like it sounds like the whole thing was a chance of a lifetime. I'm really happy for you.
I cannot answer that question for you, and I'll tell you why. Because there's no such thing as having fun on stage.
Yeah.
You're performing, and you're trying to
It's
do the
work.
best, and you're
Yeah.
trying to give the best possible show, and you're working.
Yep, it's work.
But when I look back on it, yeah, you know, it was wonderful to have Lori there. I love Lori
Oh,
dearly, and she's
she was
wonderful, isn't
great.
she, Marjorie?
Great.
Yeah, yeah.
What a sweetheart she is.
Yeah, and then Bobby Slayton, who's one of my oldest friends. By the way, let me tell you a story about Bobby Slayton. This happened after the show. Okay. Bobby Slayton had a friend here in New York City. He had a lot of
Yeah,
friends in New York City, but there was only one he went to see all the time. And that was a guy who would put him up in an apartment when he came into town, so he didn't have to spend money on a hotel. And he introduced him to people like Woody Allen, who put him in 2 movies and a TV show. Okay? And the guy's name was Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, so you know, he knew him, and I don't, you know, I have asked him about it privately, and he said he never knew anything was going on with Epstein. He just knew that Epstein loved comedy, and he liked him a lot, and he was helping him out. How can you fault that, right? Well, all of a sudden, the last dump of the Epstein files comes out, and guess whose name is there?
Bobby Slade.
Bobby Slayton. And now, what's his name? The guy that's on the Daily Show, the comedian.
Jon Stewart.
No, the who's not a regular. He's on there doing commentaries every
Oh, Lewis Black.
Lewis Black.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So Lewis Black starts talking. He shows up in the Epstein files, but he starts talking about him, saying, "Well, Bobby Slayton took me over there." And I knew there was something wrong. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I knew something was wrong. And Bobby didn't. Well, to begin with, Bobby, I got to say, is a little naive. Okay? And I'm sure this was a guy who loved his comedy. Introduced him to Woody, got him work. How could he not like him? All right? So that's what we had going for us.
You know, Alex, that's interesting because I was having a conversation with someone this morning, and my thought about it from reading all that I have read was that people got corrupted, and the person I was talking to said, no, there must have been people that didn't know what they were getting into. They just liked the guy, and
the guy had great
I
wine.
I didn't buy it. So what you're saying is that there's truth in that.
Well, but Slayton always said he had great wine. That's what he loved about Epstein.
Slayton loves wine. Slayton loves pizza, and he and Jeffrey Epstein bonded over that.
And also, he likes adoration.
Yes.
And this is a guy who loved comedy, loved Bobby's comedy, and loved hanging out with him.
They bonded over pizza and wine, and now it comes out that pizza means girls or something like that.
Yeah. You go back to the Pizza Gate thing. Yeah, right.
Which Bobby tells me is absolute bullshit. He says,
Bobby always, when he comes to town, he always says to me, "Let me take you out. I know where the best pizza is." He always says, "I know where the best pizza is." Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, he isn't offering me young girls, all right? Am I right, Marjorie? Doesn't he always ask about pizza and so on?
Yeah.
He's a pizza nut.
Yeah. So anyway, Bobby gets in the Epstein files, okay? He calls me after the shows we did in San Francisco, and he says, "I'm never going on stage ever again." I said, "Why?" He says, "People are phoning up, threatening my life."
Oh my.
Yep.
And they're calling my daughter. She lives in the East Coast, and threatening her life.
Yeah.
And they're threatening my girlfriend's life.
All the wrong people.
Huh?
Are getting threatened.
Yeah, all the wrong people are getting threatened.
Wow.
Just because you knew Epstein, just because you hung out with him. I mean, I hear that this was a guy who ingratiated himself to everybody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And if God forbid you should be one of the people he wanted to ingratiate himself to. I can't begin to figure it out. So
well, the other side of it, of course, was that he was good at getting that the deals were transactional in a lot of cases. You do this for me, and I'll do something for you. I mean, that's pretty clear.
I think it was more that he wanted the, how can I call it? Well, in the case of Prince Andrew, why does he want Prince Andrew hanging out at his house?
Royalty.
Well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, why not, right?
Who wouldn't? The fact that he probably offered him women and stuff, that's a different story altogether, and that's pretty much been seen. But, also, I go back to the fact that, and I'm not defending Epstein on any level, because the guy was a creep. But, number one, he wasn't a creep to my friend, and I have people write me who knew me and my relationship to Bobby saying, "Well, now what do you think of your friend?"
Oh.
I had the same thing happen to me as well.
What?
I had the same thing happen to me as well. People were writing to me and asking me about Bobby and what I think about it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because they knew you were working with him on this show?
Yep.
Wow.
Bobby Probably as well as anyone here besides me and
I'm
Marjorie,
sure.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you
We
think
talked
he's?
every other day for 3 months.
I know Bobby to be a guy that if he has a girlfriend or a wife, he doesn't cheat on them. He just
No,
doesn't.
no,
What?
I don't believe a word of the fact that he did anything other than have pizza and wine with Epstein. Period.
Yeah, yeah. And he liked. See, I mean, he liked Epstein because Epstein was a very wealthy guy,
Sure.
and could do things for him, which he did. He delivered.
Best. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
There are two movies with Bobby in them, Woody Allen movies. Wonder Wheel, I think, is one of them. The
Hmm.
other one was the most recent one he did in Italy. And I'm trying to remember if there's maybe one other that Bobby was in, not that I know of. Anyway,
Mm.
and then there was the TV show where he played Woody Allen's lawyer on like the third episode or fourth episode or whatever. So, I mean,
Mm.
Bobby got to work with Woody Allen because of Jeffrey Epstein. How
Yeah.
bad was that guy for my friend? I have nothing against Epstein in that respect, but I don't think
No,
Bobby ever got laid because of Jeffrey Epstein. That was not Bobby's modus operandi, you know.
I would agree.
And all you know about him, Len, is that he's a pain in the ass.
Pain in my ass, but you know what? I love the man after 40 years of watching him on stage,
Yeah.
and to be able to get a chance to actually work with him, and get a phone call and to get 15 minutes of his routine in my ear, well, and then
Like you're
I'd be
doing,
laughing
yeah,
my
you're getting a free live comedy
I
show.
got a free
Is,
concert.
is it true they turn you away at the ER if you have Epstein-Barr virus?
No, only if you have Epstein virus.
Epstein-Barr?
If you get both of them, no problem,
I'm sorry that those of you on the East Coast couldn't make it to the show, but there is a video, and if I can get it cleared, I'll let
How close
Alex.
are we to getting it cleared?
I haven't even started.
Get going
There's
on
only
it.
there's
People,
only going to be one
everybody asks
person.
me about it,
There's only
constantly.
going to be one person. I actually have the second show now. I have both shows,
Oh, send me a
so
copy of that too.
I will do
You
that.
can you can post it somewhere private and give links to people here
That's
if you trust them.
true, I think. I think
But
that's true.
just make sure people give you a commitment they're not going to share the link and get you in trouble.
Yeah.
There are certain things we can do to make sure that only you people have
Yeah.
the way to get into it.
Give me a couple of days to get the consent forms, and then
Well,
we'll see what we do.
didn't you send it to me through
I sent it to you. It's on Vimeo.
on Vimeo? And you have to have a password there.
Correct.
So what we could do is give these people the password.
Yeah, I need to check with them and see if we can move it to another platform and have our own password or whatever.
Yeah,
If we
the
can,
problem
yeah,
is that it should be something you authenticate, because if somebody decided to give the password to somebody else,
right.
instead you have a third, where you have to
Like,
verify with your email and get a
yeah, like a second
passcode.
factor identification.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and that way you're covering yourself. If somebody does that after you've done that, you don't have liability.
Because we don't own that footage. It's owned by somebody else. Now the footage for the second show was done with the internal cameras so it's not as good of quality, but it's ours to do with as we please, I believe. But we still need to get a sign off from the people that were in the show. So,
Yeah, but why the
but we can
first?
do anything with that. We can
What's with
post
the
that.
first show?
No problem.
Why isn't that okayed? And
Sketchfest did that one. Sketchfest did that, and the Cobbs did the second one.
Sounds sketchy.
but they were both shot off the same
Yeah.
camera, I believe.
No, they were not. No, I don't believe.
I don't understand it, but anyway,
I
there
don't
are
either.
copies now of both shows, so we do have it,
We
and
got it.
we should make it somehow available to these.
It'll get more views than Kid Rock at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
By the way,
So,
how many?
yeah,
What?
no, so at least they exist. I'm glad we have both shows. So.
This is the first time I ever watched half a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We kept it on after Bad Bunny, and I just watched the rest of it. I now understand football.
Good.
Were you holding on to your sports Emmy the whole time?
Yes, I was. But I mean, it was. I'd like to get some feelings here. What do people think of Bad Bunny?
I loved it.
I agree with Trump. I didn't understand a word of it.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
That's
No,
what he
I
said.
know, but
I didn't understand. It's just, it was a terrible performance. I didn't understand a word of it.
Lady Gaga sang in English. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it
People keep
interesting-
saying that it's all Spanish. It wasn't all Spanish.
But it's interesting that Turning Point USA had that stupid hillbilly thing going on that Trump was supposed to watch, and he was watching the other show so he could rate it.
Right.
Or he pre-wrote his review and published it while he was watching.
I wish they would have put maybe subtitles or something. I would like to have heard what the guy was saying.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was.
dude, there are some reels out there when he comes up to the camera and he says some really inspiring stuff. There are some
Yeah.
that, if you go on like Instagram, you'll see that they do have some subtitles for it. Some of the really cool
They
stuff.
did
he
have some, yeah.
Well, I've always liked him. You know, I don't. Again, I don't understand a word he says, but it doesn't matter. You know, he's very good.
I didn't watch it, but I listened to on clips that people put out, and he was speaking very Caribbean Spanish. So if you're not used to it, even if you live in a Spanish speaking country, every country's a little different. It would have been difficult to understand.
Yeah, my friends.
There's
Yeah, my friends speak Spanish. The party I was at, and they're saying, "Yeah, the dialect he's speaking, we don't understand either."
Wow. It's very, very Caribbean. The hardest is the Cuban Spanish to understand. If you,
There's Mark Chisholm. Finally, what was your problem, Mark? Mike?
He's still dead.
Now he froze.
It's cold up in Canada. Oh,
the internet's frozen.
We left here and
Wow.
it was freezing. We came back. It was even colder.
nice.
Yeah. You got some nice 60s out here at least.
Oh, there we go. Now Mike is moving
He's
around.
moving, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. It says my connection is unstable. I got something going on here. It's weird. I've
Yeah, it's
never
called
had this.
it's called Canada.
Is that what's going on?
Get it some meds if it's unstable. They get some of those psych drugs. It'll help it out.
It's the tariffs, Mike. It's the tariffs.
Man.
Please deposit another quarter for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's the tariff. Right. I haven't asked Mark Thorner. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing fine. Brian, thanks for putting the pictures up. Yeah, so that way I could see what was going on.
I didn't. Excuse me. There we go.
So at least I got an idea. And for one brief second, Alex, I really did see if I can get a cheap flight at like the 11th hour, and it was impossible.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. We'll come do one in Florida just for you. You know.
Oh, there
But,
is a good comedy club here, so.
Really?
Yeah, we actually, this place has become kind of like a comedy destination of sorts, which,
Nice.
yeah, go figure, right?
What town are you in?
Naples.
Where are you at? Naples. Okay.
When I moved to Florida and I moved to Miami, there's a pretty vibrant comedy scene.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Mm.
Yeah. But outside of that, I can't tell you any more about the comedy scene in Florida. Plus, that was years ago, you know.
Yeah, the 80s were a big deal with comedy around here, especially.
Yeah.
And much of that was because of you.
Well, I'm glad you said that, and I don't have to say it.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known who these people were. And when I saw them coming to Tommy T's, I go, "Oh, Larry Bubbles Brown, he's kind of funny. I'll go see him." You know,
Yeah.
and he was funny, by the way. God damn it, he was funny.
I thought I brought it in. Well, I guess I didn't bring it in. I was going to bring in my a thing Larry gave me, but I
Oh,
don't.
you're meh.
My meh button. But I don't have it here. Did they bring it in? No. I would have thought
He's a funny guy, man.
Let me see here.
And Durst was great. I'd never met Durst. What an incredible guy he is.
I don't know where my meh button is now. I don't know what happened to it.
Are you
Oh,
wearing
I
it?
see it.
Huh?
Are you wearing it? Maybe.
No, I'm not wearing it. No. This is a thing you hit.
It's
And
like one of those.
Larry, when he pulls a joke, he goes meh,
Yeah.
and he made a button where when you push it, it goes meh. It's got Larry's voice on it. But I don't know what happened. Is it out there, Marjorie? I guess not.
It's somewhere.
Well, that's a lot of help. It's somewhere.
Logical.
Yeah, well, I brought it out here. I don't know. I thought I brought it in here. Yeah, well. Anyway, so how? I'm sorry if you weren't able to come to the show. Of course, Brian was there, and let's see, who else was there? Nobody else was there.
Charlene Solis was there.
Charlene Solis was there, but she's not here.
Yeah, she's not here.
She can't get
She's
on.
trying to get in.
If she can't
Yeah,
get on.
yeah.
I reposted, if you're just listening right now, I reposted the link, and you can now click on it and get me.
Yeah.
Get
That's
on
how I
me.
got in. Yeah, that's how I got in.
The reason was I've been out of it for the last couple I have to admit it, we've both been out of it for the last couple of days. And we got back on Thursday and we're still not well.
You got the crud.
Last night I posted it, but what I do is I cut and paste it. And I cut and pasted one short of the right numeral. So now it has the full thing if you go there. So just for all of you out there who care and want to call, the link that is on that page now is correct, and it will get you here. All right? Okay. And Charlene was there. Solis was there.
Charlene's listening. I think Mandy's listening as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Mandy, give it a try again now if you get a chance.
Phil was there photographing. I saw pictures of
Phil photographed a lot of pictures.
Where are they?
A lot of pictures.
Are they on
for
their
future
Facebook?
reference, you can go to gabnet.net and click on PopUP, Alex's PopUp.
Oh,
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
I was trying to
Oh.
find it. I couldn't find it. Charlene just said she still can't get on. Can maybe
Gabnet.net.
somebody invite her? Like,
What you might do
Yeah.
is turn off your browser, Charlene,
I told
and
her
and
that.
then reboot it.
I told her that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it should be right.
Oh,
I'm gonna invite her from here.
yeah, try that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd like to talk to her because she was one of the people of the show too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was great meeting her.
it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. I also enjoyed Brian meeting you and your daughter.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, is Adrian there too? Oh,
No.
I didn't meet her.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you were going to come over. That was it.
Right, we were going to dinner. We were going to go to dinner, and then you weren't feeling well, so we said your health is more important. So we'll catch up with you in New York.
Well, it didn't get any better. I should have gone. You know, but meeting you was wonderful. You know, you're terrific. You're a terrific guy. Really appreciate it.
We had a good time. I had a great time. Everybody who was there, a lot of people from the night show were there, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people from the night show were there.
Yeah.
They will probably, when I talk to them this week, they'll have something to say.
And also I had people coming up to me saying, "Oh, because remember the second show, since Alex isn't promoting this Gabnet stuff, I had to go up there and do something on the second show." But then after the second show, people came over. Brian, we listen all the time. This is my husband. Blah, blah, blah. You know, so it's pretty fun.
So you
It's
almost
weird having people come up to you. They think you know them, but they're just like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
she goes,
see
"Oh, I
you
know
every
about
month."
your daughter and this and this."
Well,
and
you know
this.
what the
Yeah,
hardest
It's fun.
part for me? Mind you, this is 29 years, right?
Yeah.
People would come up to me and say hello, and I didn't
Right.
recognize them.
Of course.
And they
What
were
about
people-
Shannon McCullough?
Well, Shannon McCullough, she's
yeah.
well into her, I think she's in the early 60s, maybe?
Yes,
Looks
she's like
terrific.
62.
She looks terrific.
Tell them who she is.
She was a adult film actress who I took a great liking to, not because I wanted to have sex with her or anything else, but because I liked her intelligence. And I come to read about her, and she had a reputation in the porn business of just not being part of it, She was in it. She did it for a living, but she didn't hang out in it. And she married a guy who was a owner of a porn production company. They had websites and so on. And she was always known for just her total monogamy. She and her husband have been married for 25 years now. She has become I think, a scientist of some sort. I can't remember.
Yeah, she's a DNA scientist of some sort.
Yeah. And I'm so proud of her. She's a wonderful woman, just a wonderful woman. Too bad she didn't have time to. Did you meet her? Did I introduce her to you, Marjorie? I'm too bad because she would like you to have spent time with her. Very smart woman, very bright.
See, we can porn can put women through school. See?
Yes, right.
All that stripper money, I feel like more satisfied now that women probably went through college.
There's a horrible joke about the DNA thing, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Good.
Oh, yeah, don't. Yeah.
Put it in the chat.
You've got to say it now.
Well, she's now found a different purpose for DNA.
I see. Okay. All right.
Also,
okay.
different ways of collecting
You
it.
asked.
New ways of collecting it. Oh, great. Thanks, Mike.
Welcome, Mike.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Intrigued by DNA, I went in to study it, I guess.
And I'm sorry for all those people who are on here right now who really didn't get a chance.
You hold the next one in the summer so I can come.
Here come. Oh, listen here. Look who's coming here. This is my ex-general manager, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no kidding.
5,
Yeah.
Ed Cramp. Hello, Ed. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah. What's with you?
Well, it's great seeing you last week.
Yeah. Oh, it really was. Yeah. You know what your problem is? How old are you now?
73.
73. You look too good.
Yeah.
And I was the one who walked up to you and said, "Thanks for doing the stuff on Alex's show," and you looked at me puzzled.
Oh, well, I'm in a state of puzzlement now at my age anyway. So, I've been out of Bay Area media for a long time. I don't go up there very often.
The thing is, we did this thing for Live 105. That's the station I was on, in case you're not familiar with that. Okay. I was on several stations there, but this is the one I didn't get fired from initially. Anyway, so we went to this thing. Oh, here comes somebody who was at the show too. But he, to begin with, he's the only general manager I've ever had that fired me twice.
Yeah.
And I still talk to him.
You wanted to fire.
And the legal term is for no cause.
For no cause. Okay. Yeah.
Didn't you say you wanted to fire him a third time? If you could?
I would love to have the opportunity. Boy, that would be great if we could always reunite and do something together. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, but it was the night before we did this thing for Live 105. And the thing that bothered me about it was they made Live 105 the legendary station of the year. Well, in the meantime, Live 105 had become, I think at one point, pirate radio. You remember that?
I don't think it became pirate radio, but it did become Dave FM.
No. Pirate radio, when they hired the guy from the South Bay, what's his name? Perry Stone.
Howard Stern?
Perry Stone.
No.
Perry Stone.
I can't. I have to hang up now. I can't. I can't deal with it. Yeah, I can't do it.
And he, I think they started calling it pirate radio or something. And
no, we did rip off a slogan. What was it? Something of the airwaves, that we put a billboard up. We were kind of like imitating what they were doing in LA for a while.
Yeah.
So, Renegades of the airwaves. That's
something like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so there was that. Then when I came back, it was Live 105 again. Then when I left, it was still Live 105, but now it was owned by CBS, who had Howard Stern, who put Howard Stern on in the morning, and that changed the whole tone of the station. By the time you got to this event, the station had come and gone like 3 or 4 times. There was like Dave FM at one point.
Well, you got my reference to the precursor to Dave FM is when Joe sent his son Dave out to work with me in San Francisco, and then he became the so he could tell everybody he had some radio experience, and then he ran the company.
Yeah. He now runs the company. Odyssey.
No, he got let go a year ago.
Oh, really?
He ran it into the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what
he
you.
ran it into the ground.
I guess you weren't a very good teacher, were you?
No, obviously I wasn't, but
Yeah.
they were very. He and his dad were pretty arrogant about certain things. But when you buy, they bought the stations from CBS. CBS was not a highly leveraged company. So if you bought a station
Well,
from
what
CBS,
happened was, let's say this, way back in the day, Entercom owned the station.
That's right.
And then they sold it to CBS.
Yeah, they sold it to Infinity,
which became CBS.
That's right.
Okay. And CBS held on to it for a few years, and then they sold it back to Entercom. So the original station that owned it now owned it again.
That's right.
But anyway, so many iterations of what happened to this station that in the end, you're going to say it's the legendary station of the year? Which one? And the only one to me that's legendary is the one this guy here created.
Well, right now that station is operating basically out of a broom closet with a morning show. That's pretty much what they're doing. Everything is pretty automated. And what I thought they blew an opportunity, and the guys who were there understand. If I knew you were coming, Laurie Thompson was coming, Steve Masters, Big Rich Stewart, Roland West, that they were all in the same area at the same time for a period of time, wouldn't you have, for Legendary, brought them back on the air and let them do a shift and make a big PR stunt about it and get advertising, sponsor it, and all these other things?
Well, in the end, they gave a plaque. It's for all the trouble you go to, it's a rather cheap plaque. They print it out on a computer and then they frame it and they say, here's your legendary station of the year award.
Yeah, it was.
And the fact is,
that was my Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, there's the Hall of
You got the
Fame
same
version.
thing.
Same thing. Okay. Anyway, who do they give the goddamn plaque to? The people who are currently running the station.
Yes.
When this guy should have gotten it.
Well,
doesn't that make you a little mad?
No, it does make me a little mad because, I left the station 4 or 5 years into it, and it's been, all these other people had a lot of experiences past me, and so they deserve to honor each other and do that.
Yeah, but
so,
you represented that period of time, and you should have gotten a plaque as well, because that would have been a plaque for all of us,
It doesn't work that way up there. I got in the Hall of Fame 3 years ago, which was a great honor. But since Live 105, I went on to do other things in my career for a long, long time. So it wasn't just I'm hanging my hat on that in terms of what I did. I'm very proud of it, and I think it's incredible that we created such a strong brand initially. And I tried to put everything in context. That basically there wouldn't have been a Live 105 had we not hired you. Had we not got you at a discount, they never would have hired you.
Wait a minute, I didn't let you get me at a discount.
Well, you did.
You made a deal with the people who still owed me money.
Well, all I can tell you is the only way the guy I work for would have made the deal was to get you at a discount because he wasn't going to pay the full amount. Plus, he had no idea what we were doing anyway.
We should have called it the Alex Bennett Morning Discount Morning Show or something.
We could have done that.
Yeah. By the way, let me bring in Charlene Solis. So good to have seen you, Charlene.
Oh, it was good to see you too. And you too, Marjorie.
It was great. Finally got to meet you.
I know. That was really great.
And your husband was just standing in back of you, who was there as well.
Yes.
And it was wonderful to have you there. But half you people I don't recognize because I don't know you from the waist down.
Well, I didn't come headless.
Huh?
I didn't come headless.
Yeah, right. And let me see here. Where is what happened? Oh, there he is. Okay. And of course, then we got to meet John Ewing, and I recognized you immediately. I don't know why. I just did.
Well, I think I was lucky because you were having coffee in the shop next door. Remember? And My wife
Ah,
came and sat next.
Yes, right. You came by. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was really nice. And meeting Charlene and Brian and
It
It's
was
great
just,
meeting you
also a
too,
lot of
John.
fun
it's
for
just
us.
great to have all you
Marjorie.
people. And we put a lot of you people at the same table together. So,
Yeah.
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 Hey, Alex, after the show, I ended up going next door to a bar, and I ran into the girl that you gave that to.
That was my favorite marijuana hash pipe. Okay.
I'm sure you can see
Somebody
what it is.
Somebody gave it to me. It's a penis.
That's what I said. It looks like a penis. Not my
And
penis.
as long as there were drugs in it, I considered it a hash pipe. Okay.
I was talking to her.
And
She was
also,
very
we gave
appreciative.
away my mother's fur coat.
Fur coat, yes.
Now, people said, I was thinking to myself, was I supposed to keep that? And then I went, why? I don't have any need for it. Plus, if Marjorie wore a fur coat, she'd be full of paint right now.
I'd be
Was that real fur?
Yeah, that's real
Yeah.
fur.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm sure my father paid a decent price for it. But it was worth the joke. So that's the way I look at it.
Oh, it was great.
Speaking of jokes,
Yeah.
Speaking of jokes, tell them about your joke about who came on stage at the end.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Well, that was a perfect ending to that show, believe it or not.
I thought I was going to vomit.
Tell them about it.
Well, Chuck
Good
Farnham, who you can hear on here occasionally with me on the nighttime show, made a special appearance. He would always do stunts and whatever. So this time he came on. I don't know. How do you describe it, Brian? Why don't you describe it?
I tried to erase that out of my mind. That vision.
He
came out in a walker and in his underwear, tidy whities, but they weren't that tight.
I walked up to the green room between shows. I almost passed out. I mean, what?
Yeah, but it worked.
More
didn't
than
it?
we wanted to see.
Oh my God!
We wanted
had
everybody to
more.
leave the show with their retina burning.
I had people ask me if that was some type of prosthetic he was wearing.
No, that was his actual belly.
That was a roll of fat.
Yeah, but the first show, he realigned that and something popped out.
Yeah, there were
popped out.
Yeah,
I think it was only a testicle, though.
Yeah, only one. Only one.
Only one.
They popped out.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable.
I'm glad Marjorie could be around for that. But anyway, so I'm still feeling a little down, but I seem okay. I guess I'm okay.
Yeah,
I came home sick the next day, and I've been sick ever since. So
Really?
whatever it
Me
was,
too.
must have been something in the air.
Yeah, we all got sick.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, there's somebody here called Pat S. I hope I don't have to get rid of them immediately. Hold on a second. Let me just see here.
Are they in their tidy whities?
Let's see here. Is it anybody that's going to be a problem?
Avert your eyes.
That's my husband.
There we are.
That's my husband.
Oh,
Okay.
that's your husband. I
Hi,
see.
Pat. Hi.
How you
Pat.
doing? That's
You're on mute.
That's
So then
Mr.
the answer
Souls.
is yes, trouble.
Huh?
So then the answer is yes, it'll be trouble.
Yeah, there will be trouble. I wasn't answering you, Pat, because I didn't know who you were. And if I see a name that I don't recognize, it sometimes can be of a problem. But anyway, I'm sorry to all of you who were not there, who didn't see it. And, like already I see that Scott Boddicker feels like we let him down by doing it in San Francisco and not in in your
It's
neck of
fine.
the
It's
woods.
fine.
It's fine. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I could have went. I could have drove out there.
Yeah. So you got home okay, Ed, and how did you report back to everybody? Were you in your family? Did you say you had a good time?
I would say that my expectation, this exceeded my expectations tenfold because I about a month ago I wasn't even going to go.
Yeah.
But honestly, I wanted to see you and Lori, and that made my week. That made the whole event. And then Marjorie has the most beautiful eyes of any woman I think I've ever seen. And
Oh,
it was a pleasure to meet Marjorie. And
Thank
it's
you.
amazing that she did not know of your life in San Francisco. And she only knows you from your, last, 20 years or so, 25 years? No.
Yeah. She's known me for the last, how many years, Marjorie? 20?
Long time.
Yeah. But
Yep.
that was great to meet her.
Yeah.
And to hug Lori. And that's really it. That made my week.
It kind of made my week too, being there with Lori. I have her on the show once a week.
Yeah.
When she's available. And she just, I just don't get to see her like that. And it was just wonderful to be with her. And then afterwards, the next day she came over to where we were staying at these people's house and hang out for a while. And that was wonderful too, because it gave us an extra bonus. So
it also was great that after what Slayton said what Bobby Slayton, when he finally became the pit bull of comedy towards the end of his set. After he finished, I did get a call from the Chinese for affirmative action, like old times, Alex.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Bobby, he did a good job. Yeah, here's what happened with Bobby. Let me explain. Bobby Slayton's a comedian. All right, okay. So we had to have him on the show because he was like my best friend, and on top of that, he was, I guess, the comedian most associated with me. All right. And then Bubbles, and then there was Will Durst, which was wonderful as well. Let me mention that. He doesn't appear that often because of the stroke, but he did it from a wheelchair, and he was getting big laughs, and these weren't pity laughs. These were, you're funny.
He
He really hit his stride.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. So, I mean, between all of them, it was a great time. Where was I going with this?
But also between the two shows, they did different material.
Yeah.
Like at least 50% of the second show.
Here's what
wasn't
happened
done
with
from the first
Slayton.
show.
Slayton kept saying, and you can ask Glenn about this, is he'll back me up on this. Bobby loves to bust your ass, and he called him every morning and busted his balls.
7:30 in the morning. Hey, did you think about this?
And he's doing material. Okay. Anyway, so he comes to do the show, and he says to me, I really don't want to do any stand-up. He said, because I just don't know if I can do it anymore, and I don't know what's right and what's wrong, and so on and so forth. But if you just sit down and we talk, you can lead me into stuff and so on. So I said, okay, we'll do it that way. So just before the show, he says, I think I'll do 10 minutes. I went, what? He says, yeah, I'll do 10 minutes. I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, absolutely. So he comes on, and he does 15, 20 minutes. I can't remember how much now. You can't stop the guy. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be back doing comedy again, but I'm never doing this again because I hate comedy. Well, okay. But we're doing another show, Bobby. Are you up for it? Yeah, but let's see if I'm going to do any material. Next show, he does 25 minutes.
Right. We had to cut Buddy Love because he went so long.
One song.
Yeah, he had to cut a song. So it was, this was the way he was busting our chops constantly. And no matter how much he would bust it, he would go ahead and do exactly what we wanted him to do in the first place.
And he was
Which show was better, the first or the second
absolutely.
one?
Huh?
Which show was better, the first or the second one?
Oh.
Hard to say.
Well, the first one was people who bought the tickets, because they loved Alex Bennett. So that was a much more loving audience. The second audience was people who didn't maybe know who he was, but maybe knew who the comedians were and whatever. So a little cooler, a little whatever, but so equal, but for different reasons.
I would say the second show, the audience was different in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, they were a little harder to make laugh. They were a little slower and whatever. Once they got up to speed, they were as good as the first show.
Yeah. Durst hit his stride toward the end of his set, and he was hysterical. He was doing great.
And I was sitting up there going, tough audience, tough audience,
yeah,
tough
right.
crowd. No, but it was we the second audience was different
A
than
little
the
different,
first
yeah.
audience, but it was
Yep.
still both shows were great.
Both shows were great.
I don't think anybody could walk out of either show complaining that they didn't get their money's worth, which I was afraid of. You know,
Yeah.
that was the biggest fear that I had.
Everybody
People I've
kept
talked.
everybody
Brian.
kept standing around after the show.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't want to leave, and they kept kicking us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they kept telling me, "Can you take these people over there?" And this,
Yeah.
was
Everybody I heard from said that they got exactly what they paid for, and they were very happy, and they loved it. So
yeah. For you, who couldn't be
I-
there. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Kraft could be there, and John could be there, and Geraldine Solis and her husband Pat. Let me see here.
we did
Marjorie
good.
could be there, and Brian was there, and well, Len had to be there.
It was a highlight of my.
You know
of
who
my
else said it was a
professional
highlight
life.
of his career?
It
Bubbles.
really-
Bubbles said it was the highlight of his career.
No.
I bet that
Wow.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wow.
And that's a long career.
He's been talking
That's
about
a guy
this for
who's
a
been
year.
on Letterman twice,
Yeah.
and I was the highlight of his career. So
He and I talked about this in October of 2024, and to have it come to fruition was absolutely incredible.
Nice.
yeah, he was responsible for it happening. I mean,
I agree. Yes.
he was the motivation behind it. But
I wish I
anyway,
could have been there, guys. Hey, listen, I gotta go. I gotta pick up my granddaughter.
goodbye.
Okay.
Good to
Peace and
see
love,
you.
everybody.
Being
Bye-bye.
here. And I really should start saying goodbye to everybody else because I know Marjorie's probably exhausted,
2:01 already.
and John
Wow.
John Ewing wants to say goodbye. I guess, right, John?
Yes, sir. I
You
just want
gotta
to say
go.
there was a lot of love in the air for you that night, Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really sincere, I think, from a lot of people.
Yeah, Marjorie. See, I used to be a big shot, okay? Now she believes me. Let me say goodbye to Mark Thorner. Mark, great having you here. I know you didn't have much to talk about, but you weren't there,
Hope I can listen to
Paul
everyone's
Levin,
story.
I wish you
Next
had
time
been
you'll
there.
make an
I
effort.
think,
I wish I had to, but I enjoyed hearing about it very much.
I think it would have
You'll
been
see
good.
you'll see the video.
Yeah, the video will be out soon.
Can't wait.
Len will take care of that. If he doesn't, I'm firing him. Brian Neary, it was so great seeing you there, and you're such
Yes.
a good friend of this of my projects
Uh-huh.
that I really appreciate. He even said he'd drive me all around, so.
Yeah, I had a blast.
And I'm sorry I couldn't go for that one more lunch, but
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll make it up. We'll
I'm
make it up
so-
in New York.
Good. You come to New York, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you're bringing the child.
Yes.
Uh,
I have to.
yeah, hardly a
She'll kill
child.
me.
Yeah. Charlie Wallace, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry you couldn't be there. Marjorie, sorry you couldn't be there.
Yeah.
She had to leave after the first show, after all.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh. Get well, Marjorie.
I'm working on it.
Scott Boddicker, good seeing you, Scott. Francine Witt, you're a gem. Ed Cramp, what can I say about you? Not many people have been the kind of friend to me you have been over the years, and I appreciate it.
Stay healthy, my friend.
Oh, please.
I want you to know, Kim and I will be married 40 years in March. You were at our wedding.
I was at your wedding, and
You were
there
at
were
our wedding, remember
and
the
I
two-
remember to celebrate it, there was a pond,
Yeah,
and there were 2 ducks fucking in it.
that's right. That story on the air the next morning.
I remember that. I remember that. And I felt it was suitable because I said, if you guys aren't, at least they can. So, it's
You got it. Yeah.
John Ewing, thank you so much for being there the other night. And the same thing to you, Charlene and Pat. And finally, let's call the whole thing off by shutting down the show and having Edward Berger say,
That's all, folks.
bye-bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye. Have a
Okay.
great week.